Hello everyone, Gaara here and welcome to a brand new deck tech video. Today I'm gonna show you guys one of my strongest decks, which is my Razakus Priest. I've been using that deck on High Legend in the previous season together with my Control Mage, and I've been using this deck to climb relatively fast with around 65% win rate to Legend this season. This is also the deck that you've seen in my yesterday's video where I hit Legend with. So let's go over the deck in this video and talk a little bit about it. So Razakus Priest is around for a while, so pretty much at the beginning of the expansion release of Knights of the Frozen Throne, people have figured out that Razakus Priest has a lot of potential together with Jade Druid, and pretty much nothing has changed about that opinion. It's just that the list has become more and more refined of Razakus Priest, and this is what I'm playing right now. So what are the core cards or the standard cards that I was playing, like the Shadowreaper Anduin, the Raza, the Kazakus? Those are obviously the most powerful cards, and this is like what this entire deck surrounds around. And the finisher on top of it, the Prophet Velen and the Mind Blast, which is a 20 damage combo just with those two cards alone after you got the Raza out and the Anduin. So very powerful there. And if you add a few cards like Radiant Elemental and any 1 mana cards, you can kill your opponent in one turn. So it doesn't matter how much healing your opponent is holding in his hand, you can just kill them anyway. So extremely powerful win condition. The card is playing extremely powerful. The deck is playing very powerful cards like the Kazakus, which helps you get additional board clear in any matchup and additional card draw. Just very powerful card, but you're just trying to draw cycle cards, find your win condition, because if you get those two cards out, the Raza and the Anduin, you pretty much just win. So you can play really, just cards that cycle and board clear and answers. Just very efficient deck overall. So pretty standard with the Silence as well, a very powerful card right now. You don't just have to get value out of the Silence most of the time, because after the Razakus Anduin got established, it is a basically additional 4 damage in the Velen turn when you're trying to kill your opponent. You can draw cards with the Auctioneer, with the Silence. It's just so many different uses with it, which is just great. You can use it sometimes with the Pyromancer, and you can counter cards like a Big One Cleave against Rogue, which is another very popular tier 1 deck. So many uses for the Silence. Binding Heal, people started off playing the greater healing potion, but it's just more efficient to play the Binding Heal. It is definitely weak against Skulking Geist, but you can use this card for Auchenai to kill out like a Scalebane, which is a very powerful kind of priest counter card right now. Especially Rogue is playing the Scalebane, and you can kill it like that. And you can combine the Binding Heal with the Prophet Velen to heal for a 10, which is quite powerful as well. It's just, you can use it for a damage combo with the Velen because it's such a cheap spell with the Radiant Elemental. You can cycle it with the Auctioneer, just overall made more flexible than the Greater Healing Potion. It is just that, it is weaker heal, but it has way more flexibility, and it's weaker against Skulking Geist. So Smite, again, another flexible anti-aggro card, which you can combine together with the Prophet Velen. Smite is an 8 damage card in the Velen turn after you got the Anduin and the combo out, which is almost an OTK with just the Mind Blast and the Smite and the Velen, which is super powerful. You can use the Smite with the Pyromancer. You can use it to cycle with the Auctioneer. Just many different uses. Cleric, the best priest 1-drop. Potion of Madness, just a great anti-aggro tool, and you really like these cheap spells just because, again, you can cycle them with the Auctioneer. You can use them with the Prophet Velen, and but overall it is just a very efficient, powerful anti-aggro tool. And then you want to run the best card draw cards in the game. One of them is Powered Shield, again a cheap spell which you can cycle with the Auctioneer. Prophet Velen, you get the trick. It's like basically all these cards have great synergies. You either cycle and find your combo pieces, or you use them later with the Venom to OTK your opponent, or you combine them with cards like Pyromancer to just get efficient board clears. So the Thalnos, again, a very powerful card together with the Spirit Lash. Spirit Lash is very powerful with Prophet Velen and Thalnos. And the Pyromancer even, then Acolyte of Pain, a powerful card draw card. Curious Glimmerroot, it's especially good in the mirror, just a very efficient free drop, and usually it gives you something good because your opponent plays good cards naturally. Shadowreaper, just an essential removal card, and yeah, all the cards are just super efficient. So this is the list that I'm using. Cards that I've been using just because according to the meta are Holy Nova. A lot of people are asking me about this card. The main reason for this is just that I'm facing a lot of aggro druids right now, and I felt like I wanted to have this additional board clear against the living mana, so to have more consistency there. And since we're not running the Shadowed Horror, and I don't really quite want to play the Pin-Sized Potion and Shadowed Horror right now, just to get blown out even more against Skulking Geist, I really like the Holy Nova against aggro druid. So this is like a meta tech card. Novice Engineer is maybe another one. I just like the body against aggressive decks. You still get the cycle, but Novice Engineer is actually like a threat that your opponent has to kill. So I like this card more than, let's say, a Loot Hoarder. I did cut the Loot Hoarder for Golakka Crawler because I just didn't find another card that I could cut for it. It's just another tech card for the meta. There's so many rogues, and now with the aggro druids that are running pirates as well, I think it's like a perfect tech card. And Holy Fire is, again, I really felt like I wanted a little bit more healing in the deck, and I didn't want to quite play the Greater Healing Potion, so I played the Holy Fire because it's, again, an answer to the Scalebane. Pretty much a staple card in rogues now, and it's very annoying for a priest to deal with. And yeah, Holy Fire is pretty great. Also gives you damage in late game against other control decks to push them with the Shadowreaper. So overall, this is my list. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will also show you games in the coming days. Currently I'm top 10 legend with this deck. Hope you guys enjoy, and see you guys next time. Peace.